come back and win after the fact. We've seen some teams attempt it, they fell apart. We've seen teams win a world championship and still decide we're going to go opposite directions. What are we going to get from them? This is new territory.
We talk about best offenses in the world. Well, NRG, the best defense in the world, feels like no question. Leading 1.25 goals against. The problem is, throughout this tournament, they are the 15th best offense. They are not putting goals in. Every single game is a 2-1 or 1-0 game. So NRG needs to get beast mode going to get that offense clicking.
There's so many players. I mean, you based in the little segment in between the matches here, you talked about how like we hand around the title of best player in the world a little bit too much, but just being in the conversation at all is an incredibly exclusive club. Both of these players hot in that conversation right now.
They've been hot in the conversation, beast mode, for at least the past year. Drawley more recently, and listen, looking at the numbers, Drawley's looking like he's got a really strong case, I'll tell you that much. But the beast has always been playing well in land and wave. You're exactly correct about one thing, but wrong about another thing. You're correct about the fact that when you're in the conversation, that is a blessing. That is something that is a testament to how great you are. You are wrong about the little segment. It's not a little segment. It's a big segment. It's team-based debates that everybody loves.
Apologies, sir. I wasn't familiar with your game. I mean, there's 4 players. Talk about how great this matchup is, right? This is the title match. This is how, when you drop a match on paper and say we want to see the best Rocket League, these are the 2 games you play. There's 4 players on the stage who have absolutely been in the conversation for best player in the world. We've gotten this far into this time. We haven't talked about Fadira or Daniel so far.
He goes. I mean, yeah, and he wants to return to winning ways. You said earlier on, it's not one major championship he's got, it's 2. He would also say it's been too long since he won one. He wants to add another one. Nosferatu, he's now back to the highest level. He wants to break through this. And I think we need to point out as well that, yes, this is an upper bracket match. No one is eliminated. But what's waiting for the loser is a Team Falcons that every time they come to the UK seems to steamroll their way through to the finals. You don't want to go there.
My favorite thing about Vatira is even if he wins here in Birmingham, if you asked him 2 weeks after Birmingham, hey, has it been too long since you won a major? He'd be like, yeah, it's been about 2 weeks too long. Like, that guy wants to win every day, every moment. He is such a competitor. I'm excited to watch him play some Rocket League again. Folks, let us know who you think is going to win in the progressive fan vote. We'll make our picks up here as well. The crowd is getting loud. They are ready to go in the building, so let's not make them wait any longer. Shogun, who you got?
For me, this was actually the first prediction I put in. This is the one I am most confident on the day. I think NRG are a good team. I think KC are a great team. And I think that they are winning this and marching on to another finals.
It'll be incredibly hard to be the 15th best offense and make it to the top 4. So I think NRG will falter here. I am going K-Corp.
Well, of course, everybody in the world should know that I actually love the Karmine Corp organization. I love the players as well. But you got a battle EU #1 versus battle NA #1. As I just said in the last match, we're entering a new era, though. And NA's about to come back storming. Give me NRG over the Karmine Corp, over the blue wall this time around, of course.
It wouldn't be appropriate if you went any other way. You were confident in this one. I was torn on this one, back and forth. But I got to stick with body on this one, folks. Give me the blue wall to take it down here, folks. And this is an everything to win, nothing to lose match. You win this one, you move forward. You lose this one, you play against
1 round back.
You play against Falcons. Falcons, right? Oh my goodness, maybe you don't want that. How does the coin feel about it though? We got Karmine Corp on one side, NRG on the other, and it comes down NRG for the coin. The coin, random chance, picking America here. How does chat feel about it though? I thought this one.
Oh, I already know where chat's going to go.
Karmine Corp doesn't lose very often, but if there's one that can make it even, 50-50, baby.
One vote splits the difference.
One vote, we're being told by production, keeping those 2 apart. I mean,
Which way?
The most storied organization in Rocket League versus the strongest organization in Rocket League right now with Karmine Corp. This is it.
Now, to be fair, T-Bates has his computer open. 1 vote was NRG. They won the vote.
Where's my computer? Where's my computer? There's no computer back here. This is a lie. There's not a single thing back here. It's just me.
Oh, folks, I hope you're ready. This is the big one. We hype up each match, but it truly doesn't get better than this. The blue wall looms impenetrable against the most consistent squadron the game has ever witnessed. The French versus the Americans with everything to gain and nothing to lose. NA1 versus EU1. Rocket League fans around the world, You ain't ready for this one. Oh, this is why we watch. This is why we come together. The two heavyweights going toe-to-toe in Birmingham, Stacks. This is game one, Pipe Aggressive. I am pumped for this series.
When you get the two best from a region, you hope it's in the finals. We may still get that, but who knows which regions it'll be. Certainly the one that comes out on top here, a significant leg up over the other.
6 months in the making since we last saw the likes of these two play each other in front of a crowd. Best of 7, top 4 on the line. Could it be first blood for NRG?
Remember what we saw earlier today with Team Falcons that had played so uncharacteristic through the Swiss, flipped the switch, and they were dramatically different. NRG has had an almost non-existent offense, surviving to this point off of their defense, and how they score in the very first minute, threatening for more against the mighty K-Corp.
They just saw the NA compatriots take down Vitality in the previous series. The confidence that will give them coming into this. Great start for NRG. Atomic with the clear. Ato's right there to pounce. Backboard double, doesn't get that one to go. Blocked out again. NRG defending well. Great start for them. Confidence will be huge. It's a hostile environment. They need to step up.
Critically important not to panic on the defensive end as well. Cover all the angles. Cover as many options as you can. Crowley got through one. Last line of defense too strong. Now Atto, very patient, trying to wiggle his way through the entire NRG defense. Batira will keep possession. Needs someone to pass to. It's Crowley who's up. Shots on, and not very convincingly saved, but well enough. And it threw off K-Corp, I think, with how weak that clearance was. Atto's shot is also set away.
NRG, they're pinned in their net at the moment. The clear comes through, but Drally straight on the scene. Dan, 0 boost. Atto wants to pounce, flick on. Beast mode, 0 boost. NRG, since his first goal, have just been stuck in net. Drally throws it on net. Atomic's low, reaching across, still scoreless.
Oh, Atto, he was faking. Not sure they knew he had no boost. And what a sequence of saves from NRG. We talked about their lack of offense. Great. Problem is, now that they have the lead, they have had a stifling defense. It's why they're here. And it's not just within their region. They've done it to everybody.
Finally, they're out with boost. Atomic, after scooping up that corner 100. Beast Mode has to wait down for Vatira. Tato now with 0. Sidewall, Drally's there, so is Batsy. Here is Beast Mode looking to control. Sends the ball to Atomic. He can fake for Dan, who's already in the air. Gets one touch with the 50. Atomic, no boost to follow.
Key now for K-Corp as they look to battle back here from a 1-0 depth to make it 2. Is first of all not to just give the ball to Daniel like that, but they need to kind of ride the shoulders of Crowley. And since he put the game on his shoulders there, just handed that one to Dan.
Third man trying to control the ball. Never a good idea against NRG, the pressure. Only have had 2 real strong opportunities, but the 2 goals. Half the game remains here in the first. KC looking to attack. Hatto catching. Reset. Beast Mode 0 in net. The team defense from NRG is going to have to be crucial because they're so low. It has been dominated by KC possession-wise, but they're still yet to find their first.
Blue wall waiting for a reason to explode. Right now, NRG has given them none. Crowley has his pocket picked again, this time by Atomic. Manato, outlet for Vatira to try and follow the play. NRG just keep them hemmed deep in their own territory. Another low challenge, but this one finally escapes. Bump downfield. Follow-up is still off, and Crowley's there. Who else for K-Corp to finally put him on the board?
Reward for that hard work. The bump was huge. It wasn't on target, but Vatira just had to beat the last man. Beast Mode gets dusted. KC find their first. Still time in this. They've been the more dominant team so far, but not on the scoreboard.
At one point in this tournament, Drally had 4 goals than his teammates combined as part of their 3-0 run. Just a spectacular individual performance. Almost trying to lock up MVP before we even get to the finals, should they get there. Gonna need a lot more of that from him. Daniel in the center. No, he just went headhunting instead, and nobody else could follow up the play. Here comes Carmine Corp, and Beast Mode catches up.
It's the NRG special team defense. Beast Mode cutting rotation, helping out those in behind. Drully off the corner, has a flip, has a shot. Atomic with the save. NRG still very low in the tank. KC gonna tighten this stranglehold in the offense. Drully gets one more. Can he get a drop down? Beautiful pass, Beast Mode. Oh, they're lunging NRG. It's getting desperate. 50 seconds. KC need to find one.
More importantly, in that process, need to not overextend and leave the door open behind him. Here goes Batira. Raleigh to follow. Got one more touch. It's open! He strikes again!
He got a little bit lucky with this touch, but he's rolled through the dunk and done it all himself. Vatsy with the assist. KC equalize. And they can take a little breather now. They have had the aggression, they've had the offense. They don't need to force anything.
Oh, Beast Mode. Sending that out to the corner. Tough ball to get on top of. Throw it at the net, hope something good happens, but Raleigh's the one at the back. This time he does not just give it away for free. Now Atto has Matera running forward, but only as far as Atomic. Down to 15 seconds. NRG trying to steal this one back in regulation after Carmine Corp have scored 2 unanswered.
Huge demo.
Yeah, that demo will cut things off at midfield. Oh, going nuclear at the end!
It was only Dan upfield, but that touch was elite. And Atomic, the chemistry, the synergy between these two, too strong. 3 seconds. Everything in this kickoff. The fake comes through. It will be up. This time for Drully. Has 100 boost. KC, do they have the magic? He fakes one. Goes for dribble. Cannot keep it up. NRG strike first.
Well, they would have felt like they deserved it no matter what. After the 2 goals to start game 1. Then all of a sudden, Drully happened to him, and he happened fast. And they look back at how game 1 unfolded. Some opportunities for the blue wall, turned aside. And then that one from Drully. I mean, at that point you think, CJ, surely it's K-Corp's game. They're just gonna have all the breaks. But then Daniel, pop it up for Atomic. Beautifully done. And NRG prevail in the end. They persevere through all the momentum that Carmine Corp tried to build near the end of that first game.
It was quantity versus quality there. KC with 13 shots. NRG with just 6, but they found 3 goals, 50% finding the back of the net. The pressure that KC were putting on was staved off by that NRG defense. They were low boost so often in that game, but they found a way as a team. And they clawed their first victory on the board here, Stack.
Now we go to the familiar backdrop of Forbidden Temple for game 2, and for NRG, of course, a chance also to reset. Like, okay, we stole the momentum back at the end, try to pick it back up again. Carmine Corp needs to avoid the first 3 minutes of what happened in game 1.
Atomic, nice 50. Atto, free shot. Atto, first goal coming. No! Huge save by Daniel out of nowhere. Bottom left looked wide open. Drully dropping down. Atto in again, this time with a reset. One more Beast Mode. He's been huge with 0 boost. Finding save after save. Here he is again. Vatira once more. Atto, back to Vatsy. Beautiful pass play. Dan puts himself just in the road. Beast Mode on the counter-attack. 1 more, 2 more. Pop over the top, no.
So important again to cover all those passes. Up high, Beast Mode, 1 more. He tried to leave it, but Atto was all over the play, and here they go. You know what's also critically important for NRG here, CJ, is rebound control. You know Carmine Corp are going to take shot after shot. They're not picky about the opportunities they throw at the opposing net. So you have to make sure you're not giving away just a juicy rebound way out in front, and everybody's on the same page. It's so difficult to do at this level. NRG have been masters at it.
On the other side, KC just doing the little things, stealing the corner boost. Can be huge. You can see Dan with 0 at the moment. Here is Atto. Atomic, all he can do is find Batira. Launches it forward. Had no boost to controller. Daniels found himself with a little bit of space. That's a huge 50 on the corner. Batira has to pre-jump. This time NRG just wait for the clear to come through. They're going to play the patient game. Dan turning straight away. Just Batira at the moment. 50 on the backboard. Atomic fires. Not a good enough shot in the end.
Boost has not been a concern for either side. Doing an excellent job managing their boost totals, not getting starved out, making sure at least two have plenty to work with. Also making sure not to overextend and overuse any. Batira got this one along the goal line. Crowley was cheating in, but this should be cleared away by Atomic, and it is.
Really nice start here from NRG, looking more comfortable. Even though last game went there.